Oh, right.
Well, good evening, everybody. On streaming, we have a beautiful, beautiful evening here, which I will tell people about shortly. This stream can be accessed again from the manager. Okay, now exit stream. No, I don't want to do that. I'm just trying to get this thing organised here. Looks like it is, so we'll just hopefully go with the flow. It's got a good connection. I'm going to turn that down while I'm talking, and then I'll turn it up later. Well, a very good evening, everybody. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, ZMH286, Patricia and David, and it is a beautiful evening. We deserve it after a week of grey skies, rain, wind, absolutely mucky weather. It has been an absolutely glorious day today, and it is a glorious evening. It was 19 degrees a few minutes ago, but it's now 18, 1027.5, a lovely anticyclone. About 3 knots of wind from the east. I think there's a bit more out there, but we're a bit protected, and pretty clear skies. There's a bit of cloud on the horizon to the north, but an absolutely glorious, glorious day. A good day for a walk, did that. Good day for the laundry, did that. Good day for David to keep looking for rats, did that. So, yep, we're feeling pretty cheerful tonight. And I know a lot of you guys are pretty cheerful too, because you're all approaching or in your port of destination. Let's start with the W's for a change. We have Wind Song at 16.8, 179. That was at about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Wanderer doing 5.8, good speed on the course of 016. They were at 18.6 and 179, give or take. That was at about the same time this afternoon. Looks like a boat has taken off from New Zealand. Vila Blanca, 7.1 speed on the north course. 33 they were at 3 p.m. and 175.5. So another boat heading north. Sula 2, wow, a 5.4 on a course of 3:29, but that was early this morning, so I suspect that you're a lot further along from that. That was 17 degrees and 179. Quokka 2, about the same. That was at 11:30 a.m. They were doing 4.4, much the same course on 16.9 south and 179. So good going, you guys. Also on 179. East was Imagination, doing 3.6 on a course of 103. That was at 11 a.m. They were at 16.7 south. So, yeah, all pretty good. Here's another one that I think is in almost, a French boat, Eleanor, 17.6 and 177. So that looks like a good dinner hour spot. And yeah, that's about it, really. So we haven't really got too much to talk about tonight, but we do need to talk about what's happening in Fiji. The news is not good. There were 94 cases on Tuesday. That was sort of fairly consistent with previous days. 35 cases of COVID yesterday. But the problem is the food supplies. They are severely disrupted. Due to movement restrictions, people can't get to the farms, they can't get food from the farms. So there's a lot of problem with people not getting enough food. I don't think they're going to enjoy competition for the food from people coming in, so you might give some consideration to that. Hopefully you have got tons and tons of food on board. Lots of cans of vegetables and frozen vegetables because it's going to be really, really difficult.
Yeah,
They
sure.
are talking about restrictions, lockdowns, and so on and so forth, together for a funeral trip, but there are some that nobody knows about. So please take care, and if, as I say, I'm looking at the news a lot, but it's really, really hard to get anything really factual on anywhere other than Beatty Laboon. Anyway, be that as it may, the weather is always the weather, regardless of what's going on. And here's David.
Yeah, greetings from the Gulf Harbor Radio Weather Desk. A quick look at the synoptic situation for today, and that's 10 June, right? 10
Yep.
June?
10 June.
Otherwise known as the big picture, the synoptic situation, the big picture. It shows a very strong anticyclone, which is another technical word for a high, and that's flying over New Zealand. The axis of this high, it's elongated, is more or less southwest to northeast, if you could picture that, with a central pressure of 1034 millibar. This is a very strong high. The next depression, or low, is found just east of Sydney in the western Tasman. Now, a front associated with this low runs from that area, Tasmania, through Sydney, all the way up into the Coral Sea. And it's trying to push its way to New Caledonia to the north. May not get there, but it's trying. And trying to get to New Zealand to the east. Now, by Sunday, the 13th of June, that would be, the high will not have moved very much at all, with the center just northeast of New Zealand at, I would say, 1032 millibar. Now, this high is going to very slowly drift east next week. However, just behind the high lies a cold front, and that cold front comes from the Tasman low we just talked about. And that's going to be knocking on New Zealand's door. And I would say that by Monday, it's going to be over the country, at least the North Island. The few yachts who have left yesterday may have quite a reasonable passage to Fiji, so that's very good news. Well, the bad news, of course, will be the reception at Fiji, of which Patricia has outlined for you. Does not look good, and no one really knows what the government is going to do or what restrictions they're going to put on cruising boats or anybody for that matter. The forecast for Fiji through tomorrow looks very good. Cool evenings with moderate southeasterly winds. We're sending our cool air up to you to kind of cool you off a little bit. So moderate southeast winds and seas, and I'll call it 15 to 20 knots in that area. Now I'm going to stick with my estimate of fresh to strong winds on Sunday. I'm going to say east-southeast 25 knots, 25 knots with higher gusts. Now the winds should probably ease Tuesday, Monday going into Tuesday, and light to moderate by Wednesday the 16th. So that's pretty much the picture, the big picture for the Southwest Pacific. And with that, I'll pass it back to the chief.
Oh, we're getting a few blips on the old speakers here, but if there is anybody out there wanting to say hello, I would like to know what's going on in Savu when you guys get settled. That would be great. Is there anybody wanting to say hello? Please come now. Oh, good evening, Charles. I'm just going to increase the gain here. It's I know you've been on your way because I saw the speed at lunchtime. Go ahead, please, Charles. Sailing vessel Vinkelot. Oh, really difficult conditions tonight, Charles. But I know you're at Guaya. I never have known how to pronounce that properly. Too many vowels. I must get the Fiji chart up because there's no point in having the whole Pacific chart up behind me here, so that we can refresh our memories. It's been a long time since we've been in Fiji. So you're in Guaya. I'll get it right eventually. So thank you for that. But boy, conditions are not very good for hearing you tonight up there. I must check with the Australian figures and just see. I'll have a look at where you are on the AIS and see what the propagation should be. But it's very, very poor conditions, so I won't ask you to repeat anything. But anyway, good that you're moved off from the centre of the Delta bug, and hopefully you will have the ability to get around and over the top and into Viti Lavu, Vanua Lava, should I say. All the V's. Lavu.
Vanua Lavu.
Vanua Lavu. Got it. All right. Thanks, Charles, but I'm not going to put it back to you because I'm struggling with your signal tonight. Is there anybody else that's maybe a bit closer that we can hear properly? No, nothing heard. So we'll love and leave you folks. It's a bit noisy on the old airways tonight, so we'll have to wish you all a very good evening, and hopefully you are all getting settled well into your quarantine spots and enjoying the tranquil waters. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, Patricia and David, and we'll be back with you at 5:15 tomorrow. Cheers all.
If you get a chance,
Hang on. To do this,